Welcome back, you guys. So the big news of the day is going to be No Man's Sky in VR. So the way you're going to get it playing is by buying a $40 program called VorpX. I had no idea about this program. So yesterday I get a message from one of my subscribers saying that Hoopermation is playing No Man's Sky in VR. I immediately like, what the fuck? I gotta do this. So I run over to Hooper's site. I see him playing it. Hooper's having a good time. I didn't watch all the 20-minute video, but I kind of like skipped along through it. And the guy was raving about it. So, of course, man, No Man's Sky, this has been like my most hyped amp game. You guys been seeing me stream it and shit. I'm fucking freaking out at this point. So I head over to the VorpX site. I see that it's $40 and I'm like, oh. So that kind of crushed me. Now I kind of understand maybe that's why I hadn't heard about it before. Because that's a lot to ask for a program. Just $40 just so you could play some games roughly like they're meant to be played. I don't know. It's not a perfect science. Let's just put this out there, right out the gate. VorpX is not making it so you're perfectly playing your games in VR or anything like that. And it may sound like I'm actually even cutting down VorpX, but I want this to be more of an experience that I had with VorpX with No Man's Sky. I didn't play any other games. This is just for No Man's Sky. I'm trying to say to anybody that's thinking about buying it, maybe hold off because it's not perfect. When I got into the game, the first thing that really bothered me right out the gate was that my head was on the in-game camera. Now, for anybody that's in VR, you already know how awesome it is to be able to lean forward and backwards and move around and look at things and have that accurately model your area. So if you're an Elite Dangerously, lean forward, you look at the cockpit. It's not like that. It is just putting your head on the camera. So if you're flying the ship, you turn your head, it turns the ship. If you're on the ground, you turn to the left, it turns your body. The controls between that and actually turning, sometimes I would turn my head and it wouldn't turn it enough, but I still needed to go that way. So then I would have to like awkwardly move the thumbstick so my body would rotate. The controls aren't just set up. It's not set up for VR. It's mimicking it. Does it look cool? Yes, the VR effect is there. The aliens, the monsters, all that shit. It looks really cool. It looks bigger. All the things we love about VR are present. The scale. The 3D effect is there, almost like 3D vision. It's not quite as prominent, I would say, as some 3D games, but it's definitely there. But the problem for me was I got sick. I got so sick that right out the gate I had to go buy some ginger ale. I bought 2 of these. One of them didn't do anything. I sucked it down right out the gate. Now, in VorpX, you have a lot of different settings that you can customize. You can even mess with the IPD. You can make VorpX look like you're in a living room with a giant screen in front of you that you can either pull closer to you or farther back. You can make it look like as you're watching that screen, you're in total blackness. So it's like a theater mode, basically. And it was a really nice theater mode. I liked it. And I might use it again in the future if I can use that for video or anything like that. It was really nice. But the problem was I'm getting sick to my stomach in No Man's Sky, so it's just not going to work. The other problem was that just at no point was anything perfect. I was either fighting the controls or, well, actually it was really a lot of that. It was a lot of fighting the controls. So before you go out and just get super excited and No Man's Sky is playable in VR, I'm telling you right now, I'm a huge fan of No Man's Sky. I'm a lover of VR. These two things are great, and I'm not going to be playing it on VorpX. Mostly because it does make me sick. If it didn't make me sick, I would probably play that. So keep that in mind. If you get any type of nausea, just avoid No Man's Sky with VorpX. Now, if it didn't make me sick, would I play it? Probably. It's not perfect, but it does work. The controls are a little annoying. As I said, you have to set the sensitivity to your head just right so you're using your head to look around. So actually, I think in the end, you want more sensitivity than less. That way you can fully like turn your body with your head. If you look at Hooper in his videos, he's not like getting like really in-depth looking at shit. He's kind of moving his head kind of slow. So in the end, this is going to cost you $100 by the time you bought No Man's Sky and the game. Actually, with tax, it's going to be a little bit over that. So I really don't think it's worth it. Sean Murray, get the fuck on it. We need an official version now. Like, this game is totally meant for VR. It is a VR game for sure. We need it to happen. We just need an official support. To VorpX, you know, if the dude's watching this by chance, I'm sorry it didn't work out. And to Hooper, if you're watching this, man, you had 3,000 videos when I saw your video yesterday. You need to contact VorpX and ask for like a little thank you note or something because you had 11,000 today. And I know that dude had some sales overnight. So just a little, you know, thank you with a little, you know, a little something in it would be okay, because there's no way that guy didn't rake it in last night. He's probably going to rake it in for the next week. So if anything, he should be at least contacting you and saying thank you very fucking much. Do you want to like do some other games? Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Again, beware No Man's Sky. It's not perfect on VorpX at all, and I'm not recommending it. Stay tuned. We'll see you for some more stuff.